she happened to mention fruit by the foot being in her Lunchable, and I mistakenly referred to it as fruit roll up, and she straight up corrected me, like, "No, old man, you're sitting there."
No, you're not.
You better get over here.
I'll sit there.
No, you're not. There's no mic there.
Yeah, there's no mic here.
No, he's right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll share.
We have
Have we
special
refreshed
guest-
the feed?
Yes.
Yeah, special guest now joining the show, the lovely Shannon Hoffman.
Let's toast Shannon.
Shannon, are you piecing it up right now?
Well, wait,
By
now?
the foot.
But by the foot,
No, I mean you present.
I am.
She is.
Do you have it with you?
I do.
You can
Out-
present your
Out
firearm.
there.
It's loaded still.
Well,
Well,
unload
you unload it.
Okay.
Deload it.
Deload
Put it out the window, and yeah.
Just point it at the window, pull the trigger.
Yeah.
If you're joining the discussion, if you have arms, you must disarm arms.
I'd like to get her input on the Grammys.
Yeah,
Okay, I was going to say, with the live feed, and I forgot what we were talking about. Go ahead, go.
I did not watch it.
Good.
I don't blame you.
First
There
of
you
all.
go. There you go.
Plus
Smart.
2 knowledge for you.
Yes.
Why are you guys hating on Childish Gambino? Why?
Oh!
You're hating.
I didn't get it.
No, I said I don't hate on him in particular because I've listened to other songs of his and I enjoy them. I just think This Is America is garbage.
Yeah.
I plead
No,
ignorance.
I don't.
even
I
pretend.
love
I didn't. Yeah, like I said, and I was introduced to that by my friend at work, and he's black, and he just like he came in and said, "Al, what the fuck?" And I was like, "What's wrong, man?" And he showed me the video, and it's just like,
That's the
"What?"
same. That's the same.
I didn't get it,
Is
and
it-
he didn't get it. I don't know.
There's just so much in that one video, and like if you pick it apart, it's just.
I'm not saying that there
I think
isn't
I need to
layers
sit
upon
down and do
layers,
that now.
but
Yeah,
if you
I
took the
haven't.
music by yourself without the video, yeah, I think you'd lose a lot.
Yeah.
Do I
Maybe
know-
that's the.
I know
maybe
this
that's,
person.
Oh, you know Albie.
Okay, Albert.
That's Albie. yeah.
So in the same breath, I have introduced Al to Foxy Shazam, and I'm like, you gotta listen to this song. And he's like, "This is great. I gotta go play this for Albie." And it's, I like it.
Mhm.
And Albie's like, "I don't get it, man."
So this guy doesn't get things, is what
Oh, no,
I'm
well,
hearing.
yeah, no, Albie gets a lot, but he just.
I obviously need to.
You have to sit down to watch it,
Okay.
and yeah, it's
I'm in ignorance.
Woo.
So.
It's more art than it is music.
yeah.
Well, see, that's the
that
thing
is probably true. Yeah.
Okay, so here's something that Al brought up. Maybe without the video, it would be nothing. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just saying,
if you go to Queensryche,
but perhaps that's the intended
Empire.
way to ingest it. I mean, maybe.
I like to listen to it as well, but I watched the video first. So.
I mean, that might be the medium in which it was intended
I think it's
to
the
be.
only. I don't
I
know.
don't
it
just
was
sit down-
originally released as a video.
Right.
before
Yeah,
the
see,
visuals even-
I don't just sit down
So
and watch
that
a movie
might be the
and
premise
listen
of
to
how
the
it has to be.
dialogue. I
Yeah.
watch it.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, like when you shared it to me, the whole time it's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh,
she's
she's
gonna
gonna
blow
There's
our
absolutely
rating.
no question that it will set you back, and you'll be speechless
It's-
watching it.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's,
I wasn't shocked.
But
Though. Like
that's-
for me,
I was.
see, to me,
I called it as soon as the guy was in the chair. I'm like, that dude's getting shot in the back of the head.
No, see, I didn't see
And
that.
then when it
coming.
happened, I went, knew it.
No, I didn't see
It
that.
held absolutely zero for me. I knew that the choir was going to get shot up. I didn't know.
Well,
I didn't
that I
realize.
did
Watch it now.
yes,
Jason's
that-
gonna spoil
yeah,
the whole
I
thing
didn't
for you.
realize it was going to be an.
By the way, spoilers.
I didn't realize it was going to be an AK. But I'm like,
Yeah, he only
Well,
shot
whatever.
3 rounds. He took out
Yeah,
17
they-
people. Come on.
even if he says like every part of it, like you still watch
I'll
it.
still
and
watch it.
It's like, what
So,
is happening?
Tell me how that related to the Grammys. Was he up for something and didn't get it, or did get it, or
I
I
have no
think he
idea.
took home a few.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said he better.
okay?
Yeah, I think he took home a few. Again, I didn't watch it. I didn't follow results because I just don't care.
Yeah, me too.
It's a big ego streak.
I mean,
for
I think
everyone.
that's a point maybe that we have sort of scratched upon there is the idea that, like, who are they for?
Mhm.
There's a lot of things. Maybe I don't particularly dig the Grammys because they're not for me. Maybe I don't particularly dig the Oscars because they're not for me. Obviously, they're for somebody. It's just, I don't
I like
find
to think
myself in
the
that
Oscars are for me.
constituency.
I'm a huge cinephile. It hurts me to sit there and watch it whenever so many bad decisions have been made in the production of.
Right. I'm with you. Maybe that's why it's not for me, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's obviously they're making decisions that are just not.
Yeah.
They don't pertain to me.
Well, not to be a dick, but you're too old, man. They
Maybe.
don't care about.
There it is again.
They don't care about me.
Actually, if you want to bring that up, there's something that happened to me in my. I used to be a huge NASCAR freak.
Sure.
Want to try to go to every track. Didn't make to every track. There was like 6 I didn't get to.
Did they ever call you NASCAR Al?
No, they didn't.
All right.
But I was blamed for. But I was blamed for a rain out once or twice.
Oh, there's what's the matter?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
You were blamed for what?
a rain out once or twice
Okay.
because the group of us would go, and every time we'd go as a group, they said, "Oh, it's Al's fault. It's
Oh,
raining
it's
again."
rain out
Yeah,
Al's
it's rain
fault.
out. Yeah. So at that time, I was bad voodoo. But they're a huge Sterling Marlin fan. I was introduced to NASCAR by a friend who worked for the FBI, and Lou said, "Watch this car." Sterling Marlin was driving.
He was a Kodak, wasn't
Oh, no. When I started, I saw him running the number. I think it was 94, the Piedmont Racing. Piedmont Racing, Oldsmobile, I think it was, and he was just taken over. He had his first full year gig. He was running for his dad, Cuckoo Marlin, just 2 seasons ago, previous to that. But
is that legit his name?
yeah, that was yes.
That's legit. His name, Cuckoo Marlin.
Cuckoo Marlin. Well,
Oh,
it's
fan.
but anyway, what the point
I was in it, Cuckoo Marlin.
what I was going to make is that there was a group of them that were all around the same age. Rusty Wallace was one of them. Sterling was one of them. They had the Miller Lite. They had the Coors Light. They were the representatives for the cars. And then all of a sudden, the very next season, they're gone.
Who gone?
The drivers were gone. The cars are still there. The drivers were gone. It was just one of those. We don't want that age bracket that we're trying to sell to be represented by the age bracket of the people that know how to drive the car.
Sure.
No, that's not what we want. We can't have the 50-year-olds trying to sell the beer that we want to sell to the 25-year-olds.
You need a 25-year-old
Gone.
race driver.
They were just gone. So yes, I have seen this done. By the way, I stopped watching NASCAR after that. It was just like, okay, so if you're saying that I'm too old to enjoy this sport because you want sponsors that want younger drivers, then fine, okay, I'm done.
I
And
don't feel
think
like the Grammys or the Oscars would be something necessarily like that, though, because by the time it takes to actually, get your laurels, so to speak.
Oscars, I'd say no. Grammys, I'll say
Grammys, maybe.
I think
more.
Grammys,
I don't
yes.
think that they're on the same foot.
No,
but
they're
more. I was
not.
thinking that too, actually, a little bit, but I was thinking more Oscars. But yeah, I don't know. By the time it takes to actually, make your mark and get your laurels in that particular industry, you probably are going to be.
What I want to touch on something that you had said, as far as it kind of ties together. Artists that really don't particularly care for that they've won.
Right.
And when they accept, they just totally defer to something else.
High on fire.
Right. And you said, for those of you who follow our What Are You Listening To This Week playlist, Jason has, over the last month or so, has picked High on Fire twice, I believe, 2 or 3 times. They win a Grammy, and they went, hey, thanks.
I saw some kind of post where they basically just shouted out the fucking Black Sabbath.
Right. Yeah, they were like, oh, hey, thanks for this. We want to talk about Black Sabbath.
Yeah, right.
And isn't there a birthday?
By the way,
birthday.
Speaking, what a segue, right?
Good job.
Good job. You are Segue Jay. Right now, today, February 13th, I am going to propose a toast because today, on February 13th, 1970, the debut album from a little band from Birmingham, England, debuted. Today is the anniversary of the first Black Sabbath album's release. So heavy metal is officially 49 years old today.
Wow.
And I think that we should sure as shit toast that.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, heavy metal.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Yeah. A little band from Birmingham.
What's up, Al?
Well,
What do you got there, buddy?
I didn't know LB was listening.
Oh, is he really?
Hey, brother, here's to you.
Hey, Al.
And he said he put on here, NASCAR's a black man's sport. Thank you, LB.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so yeah, man, that's pretty awesome. From those opening thundering tritones, I just want to say happy birthday, heavy metal, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Been a part of my life. So.
Speaking of heavy metal tritones,
yeah,
that's no
That's
segue.
terrible segue.
That's
terrible.
Garbo.
I'm waiting.
man,
No,
you're
I
back
want to
to
see
being
where he
up
goes.
Old,
Let him finish.
Old. Hey, Mike. It's time for that segment that we do every once in a while.
Oh my God, what a segue!
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
Speaking of heavy metal tritones,
It's
It's time
time for a little
some
Valentine's Day
fake
fake facts.
yeah.
Let me see that.
There you go.
Fake fact! What's up? Hi.
Okay, so I have 4 contestants in the room, maybe some watching right now on YouTube, but feel free to send your guesses in.
Number
Obviously,
3.
I think letter A.
I haven't numbered these yet, so I can just
okay.
do whatever.
Okay.
But the way that what's going on?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Tired.
Oh,
I'm sad, dude. I'm tired.
Awesome. Did you go to a macaroni?
Yeah, I'm with you.
The way that this works, if you're new here, is I will give 5 facts, one of which I made up. Well, one of which is real. I had to make up 4.
Right.
It's harder that way.
Yeah.
I had to make up 4 facts, and then one is a real fact, and your job is to figure out what the real fact is.
Right.
And some of them are probably bad because, again, it's hard to make up facts.
I think
that's-
this should be
Although
a
I do
television
want to
show.
say that out of all the fake facts that Mikey has done, I have been wrong every time.
So I'm not awful at it, I guess, is what he's trying to say. So, without further ado, I guess we'll start here. Again, some of them are probably
I
terrible.
love that he's smiling already.
I know.
That's because I kind of like some of
He's
these.
downplaying. He's downplaying it only because it's good.
Don't be coy. I know you're awesome. Just fucking read them, bro.
Yeah, okay. In South Korea, for Valentine's Day, it is tradition that only the men give gifts, not the women. So, in South Korea, for Valentine's Day, it is tradition that only the men give gifts, not the women. That's number 1. Number 2, the candy Sweethearts, if you're familiar with them, they're the chalk flavored with little writings on them.
Chalk flavored.
It's awesome chalk.
Yeah.
Necco wafer flavored. Yeah.
Yes, they will not be available this year due to a change in ownership, but will be made available next year. The candy Sweethearts will not be made available this year due to a change in ownership, but will be made available next year. The Hallmark Company is officially credited with the use of the heart as we know it. You know, one of these guys, that thing.
Actually, this is Hallmark.
There you go.
Holy shit.
To signify Valentine's Day and love. It was artist Franz Holmstrom who designed the now famous heart shape.
Dude, don't move.
Again, that one. So once more, I'll read it. The Hallmark Company is officially credited with the use of a heart as we know it to signify Valentine's Day and love. It was artist Franz Holmstrom who designed the now famous heart shape. Speaking of heart shapes, the heart-shaped box of chocolates trend was actually started by a butcher in Massachusetts
Named Kurt Cobain.
Mm-hmm.
who would sell heart-shaped boxes of various cuts of meat. No gross jelly-filled ones, thankfully.
That's gross.
The heart-shaped box of chocolates trend was actually started by a butcher in Massachusetts who would sell heart-shaped box full of various cuts of meat. And then finally, Saint Valentine is also the patron saint of bachelors. So fear not, single dudes. Valentine's Day still has you covered. Saint Valentine is also the patron saint of bachelors. So I will urge, if you do know the correct answer, don't spoil it for everyone else. We'll go around the horn and guess what everyone's picks are. But again, number one was in South Korea for Valentine's Day. It is tradition that only the men give gifts, not the women. Number 2, the candy Sweethearts will not be available this year due to a change in ownership, but will be made available next year. Number 3, the Hallmark Company is officially credited with the use of the heart as we know it. Number 4, the heart-shaped box of chocolates was a trend actually started by a butcher in Massachusetts. And number 5, Saint Valentine is also the patron saint of bachelors. So,
I'm right, so you can put me last.
Oh, okay.
does anybody, without spoiling it, does anybody think they know it? Okay.
I'm still going.
All right, that's why I said don't spoil it.
Yeah, I'm
'cause
breaking it down.
I don't. You know it.
I'm pretty sure I'm confident in this one.
Okay.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
I know that they know it.
Jesus.
What's that say?
No, what? It was sitting right in front of you the whole
I can
time.
read it.
Okay, I know what they're saying is right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you thought, Jay?
Is that the?
Oh, you didn't know?
Well,
Oh,
no.
never mind.
I don't know. I don't remember which number it is.
What?
Okay. Well, we'll start
Wow,
with the
talk
people that
about
are
short-
less confident.
Wait,
How's
what?
that
He was
sound?
calling us all. I just showed him a number. And he
I'm
doesn't
still
remember
waiting.
it.
I'm still deciding what to order, dude. I don't know.
What?
I'm still deciding what to
Oh,
order.
make up your mind.
Yeah, I
South
gotta make up my
Korea.
mind.
What
I
is
don't think so. I don't think that
sushi?
What
Sushi
do you-
and love.
What are you between?
one. You know,
You
man.
and him.
I think-
I'm between you.
Don't look at
Rock, hard place.
I'm
Oh, God.
debating. I'm kind of leaning Hallmark.
Not me.
What are you
actually.
leaning?
Hallmark.
I mean, that could be a possibility, though, too.
Well, they could all be.
Well, right.
possibilities.
I don't know. I'm stuck between first two, I feel like. I know what we both did.
I don't.
He's good at
Here's my
not
problem
being
with number
right.
one. I'm not even 100% sure.
That they,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, you must be
Two.
around that. We celebrate
We-
Valentine's Day.
Two is
Friends.
where I'm like, I don't know.
What was number two again?
2 was the Candy Sweethearts will not be made available.
Yeah,
next year.
I've heard nothing about that. Of course, I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
So would.
Yeah. Right. So I don't know.
I was at the dollar store and I was
Did you
trying.
see them?
I did not. That's why I'm like,
Oh. But you didn't go to Martin's,
wait.
did you?
I just read you.
That's
did.
not fair.
I'm good at reading.
Right.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and lock in our votes.
Okay.
On the count of 3, everybody just hold up your fingers.
No, wait. I have to rethink things.
I love it.
That's great. That reminds me of a shirt I saw the other day that said, "Hold on, let me overthink this."
Yeah. Right.
That's my life.
Yeah.
All
Exactly.
right, we're gonna do this.
He's gonna regret this. I'm gonna hold up my fingers. Oh.
All right. I want you to hold up the fingers of the one that you think is the correct fact.
Okay.
Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I think he's right.
3 of you are correct.
Oh.
Wow.
The Candy Sweethearts will
Is
not
it
be
really?
available this
Yeah,
year
that
due
actually
to a
was
change
posted
in
this year.
ownership.
Mhm.
Yep.
Fuck no.
I will tell you some truth behind some of the other facts
Hallmark.
that are fake facts. The Hallmark one was 100% made up by me.
Oh.
Wow,
Good
that was a good one.
job.
Though. It was a good one.
Good one.
I think I took that one out because you gave a very specific name that did not sound right at all.
Franz
Franz Holmstrom?
Franz sounded
Come
good.
on, it's Franz Holmstrom.
I
He
just
works
know
for
you.
the- Yeah.
That's why, like, when we did, I forget which one it was, but he's like, "Yeah, horse teeth," and I'm like, well, "That could be."
You mean I'm not going to get candy hearts this year?
No.
Bummer.
That's why my
year, yeah.
Facebook picture is the 2 candy hearts to say "Hail Satan."
I'm pretty sure you can find it.
You'll find
It
out
was.
which ones. Just the official.
But I
ones
thought
that
you
aren't being
didn't
made.
know. But
Yeah, right.
I know. I didn't remember what number it was.
okay,
But
okay.
that was my.
Okay,
I,
okay.
As soon as he said it, I went, "I know that." Because
Um,
I've read that article.
in South Korea for Valentine's Day, it is tradition that the women give gifts, not the men. So that is true,
Ah,
but it's the other way around. It's flippity flop.
You slap,
swig.
The heart-shaped box of chocolates was actually invented by Richard Cadbury of the Cadbury chocolate fame in 1861.
Shit, I thought it was Kurt Cobain.
No meat involved. And the
Yeah.
patron saint of bachelors is Saint Christopher.
St. Christopher.
If you would have said bitcher instead of butcher, you could have sold
I
that
actually
one.
knew
The
that
one
one.
from
You did.
Boston. Yeah.
There you go.
I took out
And travelers.
the butcher one because of the what's that show that we just watched with the chocolate covered goat eyeball?
Good mythical morning.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
watching
I've never
better
had-
TV than I
I've
am.
had chocolate covered raisins. That's all the further I go.
Yeah.
Chocolate covered
I've had
coffee
chocolate
beans.
covered.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
I
I
Yes.
need that.
And the best down on
Dylan
the
had me
strip.
flying last
Dude.
week. He's like, "Dude, do you want a chocolate covered god?" I'm like, "I'm never."
My brother and I went to.
If you ever go to Pittsburgh, down on the strip, there's a little chocolatier there, and he has the chocolate covered coffee beans and different coffee strains.
That's awesome. Yeah, I ate like
yeah.
a
Joe's
whole
has
box
some
of
really
those
good
one
ones,
time
too.
and didn't
Oh, yeah.
realize what it was going to do. To
I
me.
gotta
It
put
was
that
crazy.
request in for my birthday again. I want to do that again. That was awesome.
What's that?
What?
They said, "What do you want to do for your birthday?"
I want to eat a whole box of
I said,
chocolate
"I want to
covered
go to
brownie."
the Strip
Oh.
and eat my way down one side of the street and up the other."
Oh my
And that's
god,
what
I
we-
couldn't do. I'd be like, dude,
It was so bad. It was so good.
Really?
Yeah,
Mulaney's Harp and Fiddle, man. I'd be stuck there. I wouldn't go.
I would.
anywhere else.
What if Al and I forget what the name of the place was, but we walked in and we're like standing there and it's just.
Oh, that was the cheese shop. That's
They just have this whole
Pennsylvania
wall of cheese.
macaroni.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Pennsylvania macaroni.
I love that. place.
That place freaked me
the
out.
guy
I've
just-
never
the
eaten
guy
it.
walks
We were
up
both
and
there
he's
for the
like-
first time. Yeah.
So what do you guys want? And we're like,
Cheese.
we like Asiago. And he turned around and left, and then came back with like 9 different things. He's like, here, try this. Whoosh,
Yeah.
try this. Try this. Try
Where's
this.
this?
The macaroni
Pennsylvania
cheese.
macaroni. It's right on the strip in
That used to be
Pittsburgh.
the only place I could get bucatini before
Yeah.
they sold it in stores.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Stores, yeah.
It's so good. Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
and all you got to do, and they don't.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm out of here. I'm on my way to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they don't.
And by the way, Wiggle Whiskey is not very far from there.
Yeah.
Yes.
A remote episode is what
Yeah.
I'm hearing.
now I hear a remote cheese and whiskey.
all right,
I'm getting tattooed.
Okay.
she's getting a tattoo of cheese.
And whiskey.
Cheese and whiskey.
Oh, maybe not.
It's going to be a wiggle tattoo.
wiggle. Yeah. Anyway,
But the weird thing about that place is that, like Jay said, we asked for that, and then we asked for something else, and then I brought up it was a basic Swiss. And he goes, "Which country did you want that from?" And it's like, what?
Like what?
And he pointed up on the
How about
board.
one from
There
all
was
of
4. Yeah, there was 4 different countries that made that basic cheese, and it's just like,
But that's what I loved about
okay,
that
this place is way
particular
more
store,
complicated than what I
because like every one of the servers or the employees, I guess I don't know what.
all versions.
Every one of them, they weren't like annoyed by the fact that they had to get you samples.
So it's a lot like Music Emporium.
Yes, they brought every
Sure.
string out and we'll put it on your
They
guitar,
didn't
and
make
you
it
struggle.
noticeable.
Yes. No, I don't like this string. Let's try the next one. Yes.
Is this an E? Of what country of
Right,
origin is
right,
this
what country
E?
of origin is it?
Yes.
Hi.
It's Ohio.
Ah,
I.E.
so
Ah, I
clever.
see what you did.
Oh, hi.
Let's put a cork in this episode. I think
Mhm.
And
Episode.
maybe not just. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Everything.
that'd be good. Let's close the episode with the show or with the segment that has been instituted since the very first pilot episode, and has been featured on every show except that one that I forgot. What are you listening to this week? And I'm going to tell you, I've been having a hard time with
I
this.
know you have.
My what do you listen to this week might make up for everything that you haven't been listening to. Because maybe you aren't aware of this fact that just...
Oh, is this a
All
fake
right.
fact? Or-
No, this is a true
All
fact.
right, boy.
You want me to start?
Go ahead, start.
Hey, Mike,
So-
why don't you start?
Capcom. Are you familiar with it?
Who is it?
I'm
Come on.
familiar. I've heard of them.
They have released every soundtrack to all of the Capcom games on
They have-
Spotify.
They have not.
They have.
No.
Get the fuck out.
no.
Yep.
Swiggy swag?
So I've
I know
been
what I'm
blasting
doing.
through some of that.
That's
I know
bad.
I know what my next week's pick is.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was gonna do Mega Man again, but I'm switching up to DuckTales: The Moon because it
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
It wasn't
That's pretty awesome.
wasn't my
Cool,
pick last
cool.
week.
So what is it? Just Capcom?
Yep, just search Capcom and they've got it all on there.
All right.
I don't remember the artist. I can look it up. I have.
I don't really care about them
We'll find it.
because the album will be DuckTales and the song will be The Moon.
Jake Kaufman, 2014 remaster of the official game
Is it
soundtrack.
KUFF?
Yeah, KAUF.
No, just one F.
One F.
Let's go with
If you?
F.
Hope you've got your answer.
Albert J. Scard.
I
Oh.
don't.
better-
I
you
appreciate
better-
you sharing that with
Is it Albert?
It is not Albert. It is Alan.
That's what I
A-L-A-N.
thought. Okay.
Yes. My dad didn't want me to be an Italian. He refused. He told my grandfather he could not teach me Italian.
That sucks.
My grandfather's name is Giacchino. My dad's name is Enzo. My uncle's name is Dino and Giacchino.
Yeah.
And I'm Al. But it's not. Yeah, it's just.
But you're not
My
Albert.
grandfather's-
No, I'm not Albert. I'm just Al.
My
Okay.
grandfather's out.
Yeah.
Alphonse.
Yeah.
No, it's no. It's
Yeah.
just, but he Americanized me because
I think it's hilarious that they didn't want you to be Italian. And then your name
Exactly.
is Al.
And
Which
my name is Al. It's
yeah.
so American. I think it's from Alan
It's
Alda.
so
I'm not 100%.
Italo-American.
Yeah, but yeah. But yeah, my did you hear Heart is coming back?
I did. I just
Awesome,
invited my
isn't
wife
it?
to go see them. Yeah.
Oh, really? Where
Yeah.
are they going to be playing it?
I think the closest place I saw was either Cincinnati or Cleveland.
Cool.
Somewhere in Ohio.
Hi. Yeah, I'm not choosing Heart. I'm going to.
I'm writing mine down.
I'm writing. I'm glad you're paying attention to me. What I'm saying
You
right now.
talk too much.
I do. All this whole damn show is about me, by the way.
It is.
Yeah. On the way down, my favorite song by Billy Joel came on.
Is it about Billy?
Yes, it is. Scenes from Italian Restaurant.
That's my favorite.
1977, The Stranger. Like you care. Like you care.
I don't really.
Well, I know, but your soul is not with you anymore. So.
Was it ever?
Where did it go?
You never had one.
Oh.
Oh no, he did. Oh yeah.
Did
I
I?
think he has a little box.
I think he sold it to Payman.
I think
Oh.
Payman.
I'm kidding. I
Jason,
jest.
what are you
I
listening to
kid.
this week, bud?
What was the song? The Stranger.
The album's The Stranger. The song is Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
Okay.
Great tune.
Awesome.
One of my wife's favorites.
I'll hopefully remember what that scribble means later.
What's mine, Jay?
Yours is Greta Van Fleet Highway Queens.
Fuck no, it's not. No way, man. It's heavy metal's birthday, dude.
It is Black Sabbath.
Absolutely.
It is Black Sabbath.
Absolutely, it is.
And
dude.
it is Black Sabbath.
Absolutely, dude.
I'm not writing it three times.
Well, yeah, man. It's Black. The song Black Sabbath by the band Black Sabbath from the album Black fucking Sabbath, man.
I'm just writing BS.
You should, dude. From those opening fucking thunder rainy chords, go. Yeah, man. Yeah. Today, 1970.
Today.
I wasn't even born yet.
How do we have 6 people watching when we're doing our What Are You Listening To? Where were you 6 during the entire episode?
This is the part everybody tunes in for.
I know.
They just want to know.
What are you 6 listening to this week?
Whoa.
I think I'm just going to do it because I was listening to it today at work again.
Greta.
No, it has not been Greta Van Fleet. Van Fleet, whatever the fuck they're called. I discovered this band, I think last week, on just a random someone shared it on YouTube or on Facebook, and I see these 2 girls. One's playing a guitar, one's playing a lap steel. No, they are not doing the lesbian scissor kicks.
Lap steel.
And they are playing Sleepwalk.
Oh, dude.
And
I saw that. That was so badass.
And I was like,
I want to see this.
this is just fucking
that was
phenomenal.
amazing. It really was.
So I am like, well, maybe they got a Facebook page. Click. Sure enough, they do. I go, well, if they got a Facebook page, I wonder if they got a Spotify account. Sure enough, they do. And then not only do they have like one amazing album, but they have like 4 or 5.
That was so spot on. That was so good.
Yeah. My pick this week is the sister duo of Lark and Poe. I believe they're sisters. God, I hope they are. I just screwed it up if I didn't. Lark and Poe, my album choice is
different last names.
Is Kin, and the song is called Don't.
Okay. We'll check that out.
I've listened to probably 4 of their 5. I think they have 5 albums at this point. They just released a new one. And I'm not bored.
Is there a lot of original music?
It's all original music.
Okay.
As far as I know, I mean, they play a lot of covers on their Facebook page and stuff like that. But as far as like the albums, no, that's all original stuff.
I was pretty impressed, man.
I mean, not only, well, of course they're gorgeous. 2, they can play, and 3, the songs are good.
Yeah,
which is the biggest point for me. Is
for me it was
it's
the
not
tone.
It's not. They're so good.
For me, it was the tone. I mean, their tone,
and that's from a phone.
Exquisite. I know.
And I like on the albums they actually go a little like dirtier, kind of.
Okay.
So it's not like, hi, I'm a resonator. It's like this is like dirty blues. It's
definitely
check it out. Shannon, what do you got?
Want to be a podcast?
Sure.
Okay.
You have to pick an album though. Anything you want
There's
as
a
an album.
caveat.
Yeah.
So you can be listening to a podcast, but you must come up with a something for the Spotify playlist.
You can't cop out.
Where's it?
So what podcast have you been listening to?
So you can pick my honorable mention. That way I don't have to feel like I ignored something.
Just say "This Is America" by Childish Gambino.
Yeah, there you go.
I already feel bad that I walked in and was like,
What?
That's what we want.
You don't ever have to feel bad about
We'll do
anything
that for you
regarding
if you
this.
text
so I
us.
have to pick a song that relates to
No,
whatever.
no,
just
It
whatever
doesn't even
you,
have to relate. You can just totally
whatever you've been
pull-
listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half the time,
So first
I get in the car to drive
first of
down
all,
here.
Yeah.
Tell us
That's-
about the
yeah.
podcast.
Okay,
Yes.
it's last podcast on the left. I've been going through all of them, and they're hilarious. They pretty much make fun of all the assholes that are murdering people, and
They have a Norwegian black metal episode.
Oh.
Then I will listen to that one.
I have listened to that one. I
Is
would
it good?
recommend listening to it for sure.
Okay. Perhaps in preparation for a podcast
That is why
episode
I
we have
listened
coming
to
up.
it.
Yes,
I listened
right.
to it maybe 6 days ago.
Okay. All right.
really,
Mhm.
Huh. Yeah. This one. Should I talk about it? This one.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's about what's his name? Anatoly Moskvin.
Is that the same dude you sent me?
No.
That's
Okay.
Luca
Yeah,
Magnotta.
Luca
Get close
Magnotta.
to this mic because I think the listeners are going to hear about this fucked up shit.
It's yeah, because I didn't even get to finish telling you about it, right?
Nope.
Oh, I almost fell. Yeah, he's this dude from Russia. He dug up all these bodies, 26 bodies of 12-year-old girls, and then put them around his house, mummified them, put them around his house, and dressed them up like dolls. And he lived with his parents also, and they didn't know. They knew.
Well, hey, Mom, never mind that.
I'll weed eat over there. Don't have to go.
Yeah,
there.
right.
26.
That's got to be
Wow.
some serious,
Did you say there was a chance he may have murdered one or two?
No, actually,
Okay.
no. He just dug them up. He
So
never
he's
murdered.
just in the necrophilia, but
Are we talking
pretty
necrophilia?
Yeah, yeah, he wants to-
Fucking-
I don't think that
He wants
he
to give him
ever.
a better life. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know that he would have ever done anything to them, but I think the fact that he did it, there's probably some type of gratification there that
Yeah,
he's getting out of it.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
The ages of 3 to 15.
Fuck that guy.
My
Oh,
bad.
it doesn't matter. It's
Oh, it's
Dude.
fucked up. But that I don't.
I like you because you're into the true crime thing too. That's
Like
awesome.
really into it.
And then what about a song for the playlist?
I feel like I gotta pick something.
So yeah, the thing is that we can't put a podcast on the playlist. So
Right.
Because that'd be weird if someone had it on shuffle and they were like, all right, we're going to be talking about
Well,
this
now we're
guy.
gonna tell you about this.
the next 2 hours. Ah,
Yeah.
Because,
and then they're supposed to do it like this 2 hours later.
Yeah, right, right.
Oh, by the
How
way,
many bodies? Yeah.
Oh, real quick, I want to add this. They were saying on the last podcast, or yeah, on the left, he used to put music boxes in their rib cage so that they would play music like dolls.
What a cool
fucked up.
guy.
That is-
yeah.
I didn't know that until they said it, and I'm like, oh,
It is
That's
really
fucked up.
amazing
That's like-
the depths of depravity that humanity can think. through.
So many. So many.
And they're new and yeah.
Yeah,
Just like-
innovative as
yes,
well.
yes. There you go.
Yeah.
It's not enough that we just can't kill people anymore.
No, we've got to stick music
And
boxes in the
reanimate them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
Hart
fucked up.
is playing at the Key Bank at Burgeston.
Oh, are they really?
Yes, yes. Is that where you're
That's
taking
I'll
away?
be.
Excellent.
see ya.
Do it.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
There we go.
Do you have a song?
You
What is
gotta
it-
have
what
a
is
song.
that?
That's her.
Unstoppable.
Sia Unstoppable.
I don't know what that is. How do I spell it?
SIA.
Use the pen.
Right.
SEEYA apostrophe.
LSD. You can do that.
See ya.
SIA. SIA.
And
How are
what's the
you
song?
still doing it with a C? It's an S. S is the one that looks like
Yeah,
a snake.
CIA is that's that other.
I was wondering. I'm like, this is like
They don't play much.
They don't play
yeah.
at all.
And when
But
they do
they're
show
always
up,
listening.
yeah, we
But they're always listening.
yeah, they're always.
Shannon, what was the song?
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. We are unstoppable.
I can't make fun of people that can't spell because I'm one of the
Oh, I'm
people that
terrible.
can't spell. I was told in 6th grade by
A nun, wasn't
no, it was Father O'Neill.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
Father? He passed away just
Yeah.
about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I was told by Father O'Neill. He came up to me and said, "Al, God bless you, but you couldn't spell cat if I spotted you the C and T. And it was just like, she was right.
So I think that effectively puts it. With what?
Well, wait. No, you already did.
I can do it again.
And once again,
Capcom. All
Right. I just liked yours so much.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. I'm gonna be listening to some.
Can you fucking wrap the episode?
What are you waiting for?
Jeez Louise! Hey,
we have homes to go to. What are you doing?
hey, you guys!
Get off of my cloud.
That have been.
God, you should send me.
Oh no! Are these pics?
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
you can't like see them.
Do
But I mean, they're dolls.
You should
Like he made them dolls.
send me that so when it's like alone and I'm at Carson Valley at like 3 a.m. I can listen to that.
Yeah, like. But
God,
how do you?
there's a
parents
special
just, like,
place
not
in
know?
hell for me.
I hate this guy.
They could be that old and senile.
Yeah, guys, thanks for tuning into the show this
For
week.
Big 50, man.
For the Big 50.
Woo-hoo.
We greatly appreciate everybody who stopped in to have a conversation with us this evening.
That's me.
How about special guests?
Special guest Shannon Hoffman.
You are
brand new
any
YouTube
week
follower,
you are in a
Daffy's Truck over here. That's brand new. I was like,
fucking ain't right.
I think that might be Jim.
I was gonna say
Who's Jim?
Daffy.
Yeah, from our Clash of Clans.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
I don't know.
one of the guys I work with.
We've
Okay.
had a great time
Is he trying to grow his
tonight.
foreskin back.
I'll ask him.
All right.
He might be heading out to Walmart to pick up
Fucking
the
up,
fortune growth stuff.
I think this is the worst episode we've had for swear words.
No
Fuck
fucking
no.
way.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
No.
You come.
Fuck.
All right, with that, for those of you who have been with us from day one to those
Wait,
of
is
you,
foreskin a swear word?
No, I don't know what his
Why
problem
did you
is.
say that?
It is we say it
It's
right.
just
Like, slow down, you foreskin.
for fucking skin.
for fucking
Oh,
we
that's
saw
what we
some
need.
pasta.
That next show, we have
Come on, you foreskin.
no how you correctly say those in Scottish,
Okay.
or
that's
we
next
could use
episode. Foreskin.
or we could have the actual names of the Scottish distilleries correctly
Right,
pronounced.
right.
One of the two.
Right.
We could do one of those two.
Like Glenmore foreskin.
Yeah.
Try a new bottle of Lager foreskin. Lager foreskin. Lager foreskin 16. You prick.
Oh, this is going downhill road.
Oh, you make it.
Like, hey, yo, day 1 to day 399, we love you. I am Jay.
I am Reverend Foreskin.
I am Jason.
I am Shannon.
I'm Michael.
And we are the fucking Wednesday Night Whiskey Committee. For the love of God, please wash your foreskin.
Oh, that was. Oh,
You
the
can't do
heart's
that to
racing
me.
right now. Oh, that was funny.
Oh, God. Oh, shit, we're still live on YouTube.
Hi, people.
I forgot the show was over.
What's up, Jared?
What's up, Jared? Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, for those of you at home, look behind there. Take care of your foreskin. Bye.